Hello guys, how's it going? It's the British Let's Plays here, and I'm going to do some more Silent Hill 2 streaming. And Silent Hill 2, this is going to be part 4 now, and I think I'm probably quite near the end of the game now. I know I've got to do the whole hotel stuff, but in terms of the story, I think I'm over 3/4 of the way there now. So that's good. It means that I won't actually have to do too many more videos on this, and that's not to say that I'm not enjoying the videos or anything like that, but it just means I can move on to the next one, whatever that will be. I'm thinking possibly even something like Spyro the Dragon. I thought that would be quite cool. Or maybe I'll just do Silent Hill 3, but that's actually a blind one, that is, because I haven't actually finished Silent Hill 3. I played it for about an hour or so, hour and a half, so I don't know what I'll think about doing a blind Let's Play. But I've done them before and they've been pretty darn good. So let's get ready, shall we? So let me just confirm that the stream is up and running, and once it's up and running we will start Silent Hill 2. If you remember from the end of part 3, we have just seen that brilliant scene with Maria, and she's kind of acting a lot like Mary, and she's in the kind of prison guard thing, and we've just found some wire cutters as well, so we can cut through some wires and get some stuff done. Yep, we are live. Okay, so let's continue. Silent Hill 2 Resident Evil 4. That's a good thing to do, actually. I've got Resident Evil 4 on download on my PlayStation 3. I could do that. That's a really good game. Alright, so I've just saved the game. Yep, if I exit this room, I should be able to find the area which I need to use the bolt cutters on. Bolt cutters? Wire cutters. And then I can get all the good stuff done. Alright. It's all rock and roll radio. I'm actually home alone right now, like the parents have gone to see my sister, and they'll probably be back in a few hours or so, but for the most part I'm just feel like doing the stream now, because whenever there's people coming up and down the stairs and stuff, I always tend to go a bit quiet. I don't know if it's because of nerves or anything like that, or because normally I'm not that nervous about that kind of thing, besides my parents know I do this kind of thing, but it just feels a bit awkward, you know, talking when you know there's someone outside just possibly listening to you, and you're worried that they're going to barge in and start breaking stuff. But I don't think they'll do that. Alright, so let's jump down this ladder and see what is down here. Alright, we've got monsters, that's pretty certain. Right, where is the first one? There it is. God. What? Auto aim, you suck. Alright, come on, let's run up and pop it. There we go. Go and kick it in the groin. Good job. Alright, so I actually am making my map as I go along in this area, aren't I? Yeah, it's actually pretty well mapped already. So let's check out some of these doors. I don't know if they're actually doors or if they're ladders. Yeah, we got a ladder here. Alright, where's this going? No idea where I'm going. I'm just gonna basically play the game and find out what goes on. Right, so where am I? Where am I now? And, oh, I'm actually not on the map right now. That's kind of awkward. Hopefully he'll start filling that in a second. Oh, monster face. Good job. Right, kick it in the fanny. Right, let's roll up to the next one. If there are any more monsters, that is. We've got another ladder here. Huh, okay, whatever. I might as well just follow it and find out what happens, you know. Because I'm thinking, it all looks the same. That's the problem with this area. Everything looks the same, so you're not actually 100% certain if you've been there or not. So you just got to check the map to see if you've been there or not. I can hear the radio going, but I haven't seen any yet. Oh, there's one. Good stuff. Kick in the groin. I have no idea how deep underground we are now, actually, because we have gone down lots of ladders, jumped down lots of holes, climbed down lots of stairs, so we could be potentially hundreds of feet underground right now, under Silent Hill. But I have no real recollection if there is a way to find out how deep you are. There's probably like a book somewhere which say the tunnels go down 7,000 feet or something, I don't know. Okay, that area is just a big ass circle area, really, so let's just head to this ladder that's next to me. Hopefully this isn't the way I came. Hopefully. Anyway. Alright, we've got more. Oi! What you doing? Get out of my village. It's good stuff. Oh, this is a new area. I don't recognise any of this stuff. Another ladder that way. Let's check out the rest of the area first. You know, there might be some more stuff. Hey! Oh, James! Don't you reload on me. Excellent. In terms of go back to the handgun, actually, because the handgun just reloads much, much quicker. How many bullets have I got? I've got 78 for the shotgun, I've got 101 for the handgun, and I've got 18 for the rifle. Yeah, let's go with the handgun. Oh, dead end that way. I guess the only thing left to do is to go down that new ladder. I was just checking the audio. Hey! Tit! I was checking my audio quality. Don't you come up and puke on me when I'm checking the audio levels. What a goon. Where is he? Oh, right there. And kick it in the head. I think we're just basically looking for Maria, really, because she's trapped behind some bars and we've got to go free her. Oh, what's that down there? Ammo? Handgun bullets. Don't puke on me, you tit. I will eat you and your dog. And kickity kick. Oh, another ladder? It's like a ladder maze up in this. Alright, let's reload the handgun and take some Mars energy drinks. Never was a fan of energy drinks. Never. You know, I've tried them. You know, I've had Red Bull and stuff. I think I've had one Monster before. I just don't like it. It's all sugary and sickly and ugh, nastiness. Although there's one time I was on a coach. I was going to Germany. And I had a Red Bull before because I thought, oh, what's all this? There's a newspaper on the ground. It's stained with something that looks like blood and is partially illegible. The something of a man, the body of a man, later identified as Thomas Oro Lumberjack, age 39, was discovered in the something Lion Fa. The probable cause of death as potential multiple stab wounds in front of the neck and the left side of the torso with a sharp-edged weapon. The estimated time of death was somewhere between 11 p.m. and 12:30 midnight. Due to signs of struggle in the room and the lack of a murder weapon, police are considering this as a homicide and have opened a murder investigation. Furthermore, given the fact that the cash in the room was untouched and Mr. Someone had a history of drunkenness and violence, the police suspect that something was not robbery, that the motive was not robbery, something of crime of passion, potentially. Huh. That was irritating. Alright, we've got a save point there. And I'm going to ignore it for now. Another long corridor. Oh dear, this is Angela. I remember this bit. This is a weird bit. Kind of like some weird metaphor with her abusive father and everything like that. And there, I don't know. It's kind of confusing. I have no idea what that monster kind of is. It's like a door monster or something. I'll tell you what, I've gone, hey, don't you give me a French kiss. Get off me. Alright, I'll tell you what I'm going to do actually. I was saving my hunting rifle for a boss battle, so let's do it. It's a long time between shots, but it's very, very powerful. So, stop nomming me. Get off me. Get off. You nom me one more time, I swear there's going to be trouble. Shoot him. Oh, for God's sake, James Sunderland, you tit. See, I'm going to die because that rifle's just far too slow. Use the first aid kit. First one I've ever used in the game, that. Let's go with the shotgun. Okay, get off me, you non-monster. Ooh, that gotta hurt. Oh, for God's sake. Weird ass molesting father figure monster thing. That'll do it. Probably just a few more shots, I reckon. And I am hurt quite a bit, actually. Darn it, James, you suck with your auto-aim bollocks. Jesus, this guy really does pack a nasty punch, I was going to say, but really he just kind of noms you. So a nasty nomnus. Whatever that means. Okay, another first aid kit. Second one of the game I've used. Get off me! God, I hate it so much when the game goes black for a second whenever you're coming out of the main menu. Run, run, run! Now, don't you fucking miss. There we go. So it wasn't too hard really, but it was a bit irritating at times. Childhood trauma. Nice.
Are you okay?
I feel so sorry for this woman. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's one way to cure your daddy issue problems.
Don't order me around!
I'm not trying to order you.
So what do you want then? Oh, I see. You're trying to be nice to me, right? I know what you're up to. It's always the same.
Oh, grow
You're
up.
only after one thing.
No, that's not true at all.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead and say it. Or you could just force me. Beat me up like you always did. You only care about yourself anyway. You disgusting pig.
Nice. I feel
Angela.
so sorry for her.
Don't touch me. You make me sick.
You make me sick.
You said your wife Mary was dead, right?
Possibly.
Yes. She was ill.
Liar! I know about you. You didn't want her around anymore. You probably found someone else.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's ridiculous. I never.
That's kind of going back to the whole idea that maybe he killed his wife. Kind of like a mercy euthanasia kind of thing, but still had reason to not want to look after her anymore. Alright, so let's reload the gun. Oh yeah, Turkish Beaver, you're in the stream, man. Thanks a lot for joining in again. Seems like I have actually got a fan. Yay! Someone who actually tunes in regularly. It's great. Alright, so go through this door here. And I do believe we see Angela maybe one more time throughout the game. Just once more, I think. In the hotel. Everything's on fire and stuff. It's kind of surreal. Oh, another door there. Seems like all the doors into this area actually work. Fancy that. Don't see that too often in Silent Hill. Oh, I remember this puzzle. This one is really friggin' irritating. Yeah, he's covered a piece of paper. This man was hung for the crime of murder. Justice and revenge have been served. Basically, I think there's like a riddle somewhere saying that you have got to do something to one of these bodies, and the riddle basically describes the act which they committed. So you got to read their crimes. Say, okay, this one was arson. You got to read the crime, and then pull a corresponding noose somewhere to make an area open. I think it's the arson one you've got to do, but I could be wrong about that. So let's find out where these nooses I've got to tug on are. Through there. Yep, okay, so here are all the nooses. Let's see what we've got. dead men swinging in a tree. How many dead men do you see? Tongue turned blue and face gone grey, watch them as they twist and sway. The first one killed the butcher man, then cooked him in the frying pan, served him to his hungry guests and gave them seconds on request. The next one, with his smile and sweets, stole poor children off the streets. To men who dressed unsavoury, he sold them into slavery. Breaking in a home at night, the thief had nasty fright, filled with foolish head with ale, woke in the morn in the county jail. The artist has his daunting skill, tied up a hand of painting bills, but caught in a train he was undone, and the ink he'd used did start to run. The promises of great return, taking gold he did not earn, bundled it up out of sight, quietly slipped off into the night. 3 houses into ashes, burned the sheriff, with no place to turn, did spy a stranger to this town, locked him up and beat him down. Dead men swinging in a tree, how many dead men do you see? 6 feet long and 6 men wide, round their necks a noose be tied. That's a nice little poem, that is, isn't it? But I think the basic idea is that one of those people isn't listed or didn't do the crime. So, I think it's this one, which is the arsonist, because it's said in the poem that the arsonist, they just grabbed someone who they thought did it. So not necessarily the right one. Okay, I've pulled that down. So now I think if I go back to the other area, then something has happened with one of the bodies. Not 100% certain. Let's give it a go. Oh, yep, there we go. We've got something on the floor. Got the key of the persecuted. There's something else? Piece of paper. Alright, okay. So where's the damn body gone? That's what I don't know. This Turkish beaver's so tired, man. What, have you been hitting the gym again, have you? Yeah, I should try that at some point. No! That's way too much effort. Alright. I did just have a banana, though, so I'm not as completely disgusting as I normally am. So basically, we'll now have to find something. Oh, I was going to say maybe we need to find something for the key of the persecuted, but I assume it's this gate. No, I can't use it there. Oh my. Let's try opening it, maybe. I don't know. What's this here? Ah, there's handcuffs. Okay, so we put the key in the handcuffs rather than in the door. Yep, good stuff. And now I assume we turn this thing. I was going to say valve, but is it a valve? Or are they only on boats? I don't know. Okay, good stuff. I don't hear any monsters, so we should be okay. We skipped to the gym and went away for a weekend to a friend's house. Oh, that's good, man. It's always good to get away. I was in Nottingham over the weekend. I had lots of good fun, but I spent way too much money. It's unbelievable. Oh, found the room with Maria in.
Maria?
Smoked a fat one, got drunk, and a good time. Good to know, man. Good to know.
Maria,
We always need to let off
no.
steam.
What happened to you?
She went to sleep. What do you think?
Why? Why?
Did she go to sleep, or is she, like, dead? Oh, no, there's blood. She's dead, alright. So what's happened? How gruesome is this gonna be? Yeah, not nice. That's definitely something that someone has done, rather than doing it herself.
Mary.
That's the second time you've let her die, James. Possibly the third. Alright, so what now then? I should come to Holland sometime and enjoy some nice Junko. Well, thanks for the invite, man. I've never been to Holland. Some of me and my friends were talking about it after we finished university. We were going to go to Amsterdam, and we were going to, have all the normal stuff that you do in Amsterdam. But we never got around to it in the end. I guess we all just wanted to kind of move on, really, from our studies, which I'm fine with. I probably wouldn't have been able to afford to go anyway. And just the year before, all of us had gone to New York City, so we'd already had a big holiday together, really. Oh, and Toronto as part of the same trip, which is in Canada, of course. Super Lemon Haze is awesome. You should try that one. Well, the thing is that I don't know what I think about it and stuff with the whole smoking marijuana thing. I think until it's legal in this country, then I'm just not going to consider it, really. No, I'm not against it. I'm definitely not against it, but it's just until it's legal in this country, I just don't feel the need to, really. Because I enjoy drinking and stuff, so when that's available in the UK, which it probably will, not too sure if it will be in my lifetime, but I'm pretty certain that it will eventually be legalised, but I just don't know when that'll be. Right, let's save the game. Because I think pretty much everyone is on the same kind of page when it comes to marijuana being legalised. I think everyone just kind of says that, yeah, it probably should be legal, but as long as it is taxed and moderated the same way alcohol and cigarettes are, and chocolate and stuff, because that would be a system which works, and it would bring in a lot of money for the economy and stuff, but I don't care about that. Alright, there's a name of this guy in the tombstone. Angela Orkinson, Eddie Dombrowski, and who's this one? Is this Maria? James Sunderland. I assume I've got to jump into my own grave. As you do. Now, trust me, man, I only smoke that stuff with my friends. It's usually once or twice a month. Yeah, I get that, but it's just, I suppose it's the whole thing about, how can I say it? I think it's because there's just naturally a kind of stigma to it in this country still. People believe that people who smoke marijuana regularly are very lazy and slacking. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of people who I've met who often, at a very regular basis, smoke marijuana are boring people. They are boring people. They talk about nothing. The only thing they talk about with any real enthusiasm is marijuana. You just bring up marijuana, they'll bring up hundreds and hundreds of facts and stories about marijuana and things they did when they were smoking marijuana. But you don't hear about that kind of stuff with alcohol and stuff. And I think until that kind of stigma is broken that people have in England, I just don't think it's ever going to be taken too seriously, if you know what I mean.
What does it look like? He always busted my balls. You fat, disgusting piece of shit. You make me sick. Fat ass, you're nothing but a waste of skin. You're so ugly, even your mama don't love you. Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And the corpse can't laugh.
Problems.
From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just like that.
What happens when you don't have a gun, Eddie? Huh? You think about that?
Eddie, have you gone nuts?
Gone nuts?
I knew it. You too. You're just like him, James.
I get ready to pop this guy, James.
Hey, I didn't mean anything. Don't bother. I understand.
I got more guns than
You've
him.
been laughing at me all along, haven't you? Ever since we first met. I'll kill you, James.
You goon. Oh, that was brilliant. And again. Okay, he's gonna kill me, this guy. Yeah, I'm in the red. Right, first aid kit and a reload. Finish him off. No problem with that, but it's a waste of time and money because you can't do that without weed as well. Because you can do that with weed as well. Yeah, the whole idea of people smoking marijuana recreationally, it's exactly that. It's a recreational thing. If you don't have the money to do it, and if you can't have fun without it, then you've got a serious problem. You know what I mean? That's an addiction. There are many people, especially young people, when they're in a country which has illegal marijuana smoking, that they say that no, it's not addictive because they don't want people to get this bad impression about it. So that they say it's not addictive, but no, it is 100% definitely addictive. Anything you enjoy, you can become addicted to. Anything. That's chocolate, sugar, caffeine, alcohol, drugs, video games. Anything you enjoy, you can become addicted to.
That's why I ran away after I killed the dog. Ran away like a scared little girl. Yeah, I killed that dog. It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts out. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. He's gonna have a hard time playing football on what's left of that knee. You think it's okay to kill people? You need help, Eddie.
Oh, did I just skip part of the cutscene? Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, but, okay, so let's finish this guy. Go with the rifle. But yeah, the whole thing about people being addicted, and refusing to admit that they're addicted, it's, being addicted to something is okay. You know, it's natural to become addicted to something. That's why it happens. But the thing is that when people don't want to admit that they're addicted to something, it's because they're scared. You know, they don't want to be, how can I say it? They don't want people to think that they have no control over the situation, because if you're addicted to something, you have no control over what's going on. That's why you're addicted. So, all these people who say that they're not addicted and still continue to smoke on a very regular basis, chances are they are addicted, if it's a regular thing, you know? Okay, handgun is not working for Eddie. Let's go back to the shotgun. That seemed to work quite well. There's one guy in real life who acted like he is a weed king. Says that people that don't smoke weed aren't worth much. Sorry, I've got to read this again. I'm not really reading it properly. This one guy that you knew in real life, he acts like he is the weed king. He says people don't smoke weed aren't worth much. Oh really? People who don't smoke weed aren't worth much. So what about all the people who existed before smoking marijuana was a thing? You know, did none of those people matter? I don't really think that's anything to do with marijuana smoking. I think that guy's just being a dick. You know, his problem isn't just the marijuana. His problem is the whole, almost like kind of like an inferiority complex. So therefore he smokes marijuana, and therefore thinks he is now part of something because he smokes said marijuana, and is now using the marijuana to kind of get out of his inferiority complex. That's what it sounds like to me. You know, it's like everyone who doesn't smoke is a nobody, so therefore I smoke, so I am a somebody. You know, that's just a foolish attitude. It's a shame and all.
Eddie? Eddie?
Why do you sound so sad, James? You shot him with several shotguns.
A human being.
Oh, you killed Maria. What are you talking about? Possibly.
A human being.
Hey, self-defense, James. If anyone who is in court saw what just happened, ignoring all the horror and stuff, you know, just guy pulled a gun, you had a gun, you killed him, yeah, you'd get off, James. You'd be fine. Oh, okay, so you say that person had anger issues and used weed to escape from reality. Yeah, unfortunately, doing things like marijuana and alcohol, they're not solutions to the problem. If anything, they make the problem more apparent. Because you need to have something which is positive to solve something negative. You know, you could say it's kind of like the whole two wrongs don't make a right kind of thing, and it is. You know, smoking marijuana, it may make you feel good, but you can't just sit there and say that, you know, you can't sit there and say that doing this and taking the marijuana is the way to cure anger. Because you can't cure anger. That's just foolish, really. Surprised I know so much about weed without smoking pot yourself. You probably know more about weed than most potheads. Well, obviously I went to college and stuff, and there are lots of people who smoked marijuana there. I used to work in a pub, so I met lots and lots of people who didn't just take marijuana, but also took bubbles. Was the main drug of choice where I used to work, which all the customers would take. It was basically knockoff cocaine, which also had lots of other crap and stuff in it. And no matter what people are addicted to, it's always the same. It's always the same kind of scenario. But for some reason, people want to deny that weed is a bad thing. Chances are it probably is a bad thing. It's just not anywhere near as bad as people say it is. It's not, it's not heroin. It's not friggin' any other kind of drugs. It's the lesser of all the evil drugs, basically. And it's got the same problem as regular drugs do, including things like caffeine and alcohol and stuff. You can get swamped up in it. So you really must just be careful with it. So you've probably seen it before, say if you've gone in to get a fried breakfast or whatever, in the morning in a cafe or whatever, or in a bar, and then you see that there are people drinking beer at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. I tell myself, I hope that they are just people who have been working a night shift and have just finished work and have actually been up for like 12 hours. I hope that's the case, but chances are it's not. Chances are those people literally are just drinking at 8 or 9 in the morning. And that's a problem. That's a problem. And you know what people say? People say, I choose to drink. I choose to take drugs. Well, yeah, you choose to do it, but you now don't necessarily stop. It's now a habit. You choose to smoke it, yeah, because everything in your body tells you to do it. If you suddenly were not able to smoke it, or not able to drink alcohol, then all of a sudden you would be very, very unhappy. You would have mood swings, you would thrash out on people, because you needed to live. And that's the thing about addiction. Addiction isn't necessarily a mindset. It is definitely a mindset as well, especially when you've got all of the people who are, how can I say it? Especially when you've got all of the people who say that they're not addicted. It's a problem. When people do not have the option to take it, then they become broken, really. Because it is something which your body now needs. It's not a matter of you just really, really like it and you won't be happy until you haven't had it. Your body now literally, biologically craves whatever you're addicted to. So, got to be very careful with all that. Max Owen, if you're drunk. No, I'm not drunk. No, trust me. It's like what? It's like 22:04. Yeah. Alright, I'm heading to the hotel now in Silent Hill, and I have no idea if I'm going the right way. I think you've literally just got to paddle until you get there. It takes a while. Reminds me of Cry of Fear. They kind of did this scene as well, which is very good actually. Steam, Cry of Fear, first-person shooter horror game. It's completely free on Steam. It's made in the Source engine, and it's actually really darn good. I think it's a Swedish developer, and it's really, really good. I enjoyed it. Go, James Sunderland, go! A very interesting point. I just try to, how can I say it? I just try to apply what I already know about people being addicted to anything, positive things, things like being addicted to watching TV, being addicted to eating crisps or whatever, and applying it to the drugs and stuff, because I don't do that. So, but it's the exact same thing. Addiction is the same all around. Xbox 360 gamepad. No, this is the PlayStation 3 gamepad. I do have an Xbox controller for my PC in my drawer, but I don't really use it. Generally if I'm playing a PC game, I will use the keyboard and mouse because it's designed for that, really. The only time where I found, was it like 2 or 3 times where I found using a gamepad for a PC game was better than the original keyboard and mouse design. And that was in, firstly it was in Dark Souls. That was designed for a console controller, so therefore the game actually says, we highly recommend you play this game using a controller. Because oh, there's the lighthouse. Okay, darn it, I was facing the wrong way the whole time. But, so yeah, I'll use the keyboard and mouse for PC games. Also, Call of Duty Ghosts, actually. As we know, terrible port on the PC. Terrible. And it's a shame, because I was looking forward to it. But I just can't play it now. I can't play it. It's, it just lags too much. And it's just poor. It's not so much that the game itself is bad. The game itself is pretty bad. It's definitely the least remarkable out of all the Call of Duty games. But when you combine that with a really bad port, which runs at a very low frame rate, no matter what your build, really, on your PC, just Call of Duty Ghosts, just, no, I'm sorry. They lost me. But that's not necessarily a bad thing to end Call of Duty. You know, Call of Duty Ghosts pretty much can be the last one. Call of Duty's been top dog since, what, 2007? So, you know, 6 years. It's not too bad to end it there. In fact, I encourage it, you know, let them move on to something without all of the rules that they have become so used to. Okay, the lighthouse is getting brighter. Or am I following a star? Am I going to find Jesus at the end of this? I don't know. Here we go. I actually think you do get credited in your ending score by how long you spent on the lake. It's like if you spend more than 10 minutes on the lake or something, you get a really bad ending or something. That's really weird. That's a really weird way to judge how well you played the game. It's like, how many monsters did you kill? How many items did you find? How many memos did you read? How long were you in that boat? The boat doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But for some reason you are recorded, basically. You know, you've been weighed, you've been measured, and you've been found wanting. Whatever that means. It's just something they say to say that you've been found out, basically, isn't it? Good old water effect. You can even see the subdivision in it. It's great. PlayStation 2 stuff. Well, no, it's PlayStation 3 game, but you know what I mean. But yeah, actually, I've got like a few people in the stream. Well, I've got 3, one of which is probably me. So, what would you actually like to see for the next stream, by the way, guys? You know, obviously, I've got the Silent Hill HD collection, so I could do Silent Hill 3. I've got Silent Hill 1 on download, I could do that. I've got Silent Hill Homecoming here. I went out and bought like 3 Silent Hill games at once. And, what else have I got? I've got Red Dead Redemption here, could do that. I've got plenty of games on my Steam library as well. And what else have I got? I've got Spyro 1 to 3 I downloaded recently. I've got Manhunt. Ooh, Manhunt actually. Manhunt would be really good actually to do. It makes sense because Silent Hill is shaped by one's feeling like guilt, regret and fear, etc. What do you mean that in relevance to? Or what did I say that makes sense because Silent Hill is shaped like one's feeling like guilt, regret and fear? Do you mean the sin on the boat? Is that what you mean? Alright, so we're in the hotel. This is Mary's special place. Yes, see room 312 waiting for you. She's friggin' here, people. That's the room we stayed in. Okay, I got the hotel map for guests. Alrighty. So, where's the best place to start going to check? Alrighty, so we've got the restaurant, we've got the cafe, and we've got the main lobby. I don't want to use the stairs yet. Let's check out the restaurant first. Start checking all the doors, go back to the door simulator. The locked door simulator. Okay, he's looking at something. Probably just like a health drink or something like that, I expect. Something. The fish key. Okay. Yes, and the killing monsters and different endings react to your actions and stuff like that. Seems to make more story sense. Yeah, I get the whole idea of the killing the monsters and stuff. Oh. Say what? Oh, Laura.
Scare you?
Yeah, you did.
You're here to find Mary, aren't you, James?
Yeah.
Well, have you?
No.
Is that why you're here too?
She's here, isn't she? If you know where she is, tell me. I'm tired of walking.
How did she get here before me?
I wish I knew.
But she said it in her letter.
What letter?
Wanna read it?
Why am I so okay with this little girl? She tried to kill me last time I saw her.
Okay.
Who's Rachel?
She was our nurse. I took it from her locker.
read this letter. But yeah, the whole idea of being graded for the final score by how many monsters you killed, how much rooms you checked and stuff, I get that. But I just don't get why you're graded on the boat, really. Because it's a very small part of the game. My dearest Laura, I'm leaving this letter with Rachel to give to you after I'm gone. I'm far away now, in a quiet, beautiful place. Please forgive me for not saying goodbye before I left. Be well, Laura. Don't be too hard on the sisters. And Laura, about James. I know you hate him because you think he isn't nice to me, but please give him a chance. It's true he may be a little slurry sometimes, and he doesn't laugh much, but underneath he's a really sweet person. Laura, I love you like my very own daughter. If things had worked out differently, I was hoping to adopt you. Happy 8th birthday, Laura. Your friend forever, Mary. Oh, that's really sad. That's really sad.
Laura, how old are you?
She should be about 10 then.
I turned 8 last week.
What?
Mary couldn't have died 3 years ago.
Time must behave differently in Silent Hill, which would make sense.
Be here?
In fact, I think time does act differently. They've mentioned that a few times.
Me and Mary talked a lot about Silent Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. That's why I'm here. Maybe you'll get it if you see the other letter. The one Mary. Huh? I must have dropped it.
Laura!
I gotta find it.
Laura!
Okay, so apart from that really sad letter, we've also gone and got the fish key. She's just drawn a cat. Okay, I was thinking she might have drawn like a code or something on the walls. All right, so I've got the fish key. Let's check out some of the other rooms now. Hi up. Oh, it's another one of them. Damn it! Stop, Norman, me. Go, go, go. God damn it. Get off me. Just want to run around you, but he keeps blocking me. Damn it, I'm going to friggin' die, aren't I? You know what, I might as well finish off this monster. Just so if I come back to this area, I won't have to go through this again. There's 2 of them? Oh, for God's sake, I'm legging it. Damn it, why doesn't this door work? No! No! Come on, I've only died once and that was in a boss battle. Get out of my way. Oh, God's sake. That was ridiculous. Alright, I can't believe it. I went from using no first aid kits at all, and now I've used pretty much all of the ones in the game in the same, like, half an hour period. Maybe being on the water has a different meaning. The longer you're in the water, more doubts your character has, like it really doesn't want to see the death of his wife. The quicker you go, it's better, because you actually want to see her as soon as possible. I get that, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily apply in the game world, because most reasons why people would be on that water for a long period of time is because they're just lost, you know, rather than actually thinking, I don't want to go and check out the hotel, you know what I mean? I think it's just, if it was in terms of real life, then that makes sense, but I don't know if that really works in game logic. Kick. Oh, the parents are back. Good stuff. Locked. Oh, what's that? We got something on the floor. Is it a coin? Can of thinner. Okay, that's a weird thing to find. Oh, I remember what you use that for, actually. It's for a puzzle. Keen eye. Keen eye trophy. What's that for? Probably for picking up a certain amount of trophies. Probably for picking up a certain amount of objects and stuff. Check the map, actually. Oh, okay, there's pretty much nothing, really. I can go check out the Bar Venus Tears. Maybe the fish key will open that. I don't think it does, but it's worth a try. Oh no, it wouldn't have, would it? It would have automatically opened if I had the right key. But yeah, I keep examining the letter from Mary. but now it's blank. That's very, very weird. Like, I could read it before I got to the hotel, but now I'm in the hotel, I can't read that letter anymore. It's weird. I'm not messing with that big box face monster again.